What's up everyone? Today we're going to be taking a look at a brand new pre-sale, Bitcoin Hyper, that is redefining what Bitcoin can do. And so this is built as a layer 2 solution on the Ethereum network using the Solana Virtual Machine that is blazing fast with low fees, transactions, and smart contract capabilities to Bitcoin's legacy. And so this is a very exciting new project here in the very early phases of the pre-sale. And so this could be a good buying opportunity moving forward. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the overall market here. We have Bitcoin up to $118,000. And so as Bitcoin has been pulling back here, we can see we're starting to make that transition into Ethereum and altcoins. Ethereum up 8.5% on the day. We're up to about $3,350. We have BNB at above $700. And so we're starting to see a transition. And I believe this is going to continue to happen throughout the end of the year. Now, there's massive gains that can be made in crypto pre-sales. And so, we saw this back in the bull run in 2021, and we could see the exact same thing happen. And so, with that being said, there's a lot of high risk associated with that, right? There's a chance for very good rewards, but you have to understand there's also high risk. And so, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's take a look at Bitcoin Hyper. And so, as I mentioned, this is in the pre-sale stages. This is still very early. We can see so far they have raised about $3.1 million. And so, that is still fairly small in the grand scheme of things. And so, right now they have the pre-sale going on for 1 day and 19 hours. And then once that time does pass, the price will continue to increase. And so, right now, one Hyper is costing just above 1 cent. And so, we could get in early here if you're interested. Bitcoin Hyper finally unlocks fast and cheap Bitcoin transactions, right? They're focusing on bridging layer 2 operations, settlement, and security, all while utilizing Solana's speed and Bitcoin's security. And so through the layer 2 operation, it will be supporting complex DeFi operations like staking and decentralized exchanges. And so we can see it is very easy to buy on the pre-sale. You can go ahead and connect any of your wallets with buy with crypto here, or you can go ahead and select buy with card as well. And so there's many options if you are interested. Now, with the pre-sale, you will not get the tokens right away, right? You will have to wait until the token launches. Now, it is expected to launch in Q4 of 2025. And so, towards the end of the year, I think we will continue to see a push on many altcoins through the end of the year. So this project has been mentioned in many different articles here. We can see this is posted by the Cryptonomist, Inside Bitcoin, Crypto News. We can also see the tokenomics here. We have Treasury 25%, marketing 20%, rewards at 15%, listings at 10%. And so this is when the token goes live in Q4. And then we have other updates here as well. And then we can see this is also being discussed on X as well. And so the project is getting a lot of attention, and I think marketing plays a big factor in the success of a project. People have to be aware of the project, right? That builds a community, and then the word gets out about the project, and that's where we start seeing the growth. Now, the creators of this project have had many successful projects in the past. And so it's definitely something else that is very positive with Bitcoin Hyper. Now let's go ahead and take a look at their white paper here. We can see what they are trying to achieve. And so if we go ahead and take a look at the challenge here, we have Bitcoin, while revolutionary as the first decentralized digital currency, was never designed for speed, scalability, or programmability. And so Bitcoin is the most well-known cryptocurrency out there. However, I see this being a store of value. It lacks in the side of scalability and speed. And that is where Bitcoin Hyper can come into play, right? Being an altcoin, being a pre-sale, there is potential that this could do very well. And so if we go ahead and keep taking a look at some more information in here, it gives us more information on their roadmap and milestone. And so right now, they have launched their official website and branding. They have released the white paper, and we're in the phase 2 here of pre-sale and staking. And so Hyper token pre-sale across multiple price tiers. Now, as I mentioned, we're still in the early phases, around a $3.1 million value of tokens that have sold. We have mainnet launch here coming in Q3, and then we have the ecosystem expansion in Q4. This includes listing the token on major centralized and decentralized exchanges. And I believe that this is going to correlate with the peak for altcoins. And so this could be a good time to launch the project. We have decentralization and governance coming in Q1 2026. And so if we go ahead and take a look at some of the tokenomics here, we can see there is a fixed supply of 21 billion tokens. The presale structure is a public presale divided into multiple stages. The initial presale price begins at 0.011. Right now, the presale price for Bitcoin Hyper is currently at 0.0123. And so after 1 day and 19 hours, this will continue to increase. And so they're going to continue raising more and more funds until the launch of the token in Q4. And so we can see here that the price will increase with each new stage to reward early participants. Each stage will last for 3 days or until the allocation is sold out. And so if we go ahead and take a look at this here, we can see the allocation is almost sold out here. It's about 80 to 90% of the way complete. And so once that does sell out, then they will move on to the next stage. We will see an increase in the price for Hyper. And so we can see there's no private pre-sales or pre-allocations. All tokens will be made publicly available with no preferential treatment, insider access, or backdoor deals. And so this is listed on the Ethereum network. You can use ERC20, USDT, BNB, and a credit card to purchase. And so there's more information on the white paper as well. We'll post this link underneath the video if you're interested. Now, let's also take a look at their Twitter page here. They currently have about 8,600 followers. And we can see this is powering the fastest layer 2 in Bitcoin history. And so, with this being a new project here, it is important that this starts getting attention and traction early on. And then when the token does launch, right? As I mentioned, I think we will be making the transition into altcoins. We're starting to see Bitcoin cool off here, around $120,000, and we are seeing Ethereum and altcoins do exceptionally well. Now I expect this to carry on moving forward. We are going to see a transition into Bitcoin dominance dropping as we have seen in the past. If we go ahead and take a look at this chart here, we can see in the 2017 cycle, we had Bitcoin dominance drop very, very quick, and then altcoins started rallying. We saw the same thing happen here as well. And so as I mentioned, in 2021, some of the best returns were made from altcoins. Now, some of the bigger returns were made from pre-sales. Now, yes, there is higher risk with that. However, with higher risk comes higher reward. And so if you're interested, there's also staking on the platform as well. So if you do go ahead and buy the tokens, you can go ahead and stake Bitcoin Hyper as well. And so definitely make sure to check that out. Now I do want to thank Bitcoin Hyper for sponsoring this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.